because I got to get this weight off. And what I'm doing right now is working, so I don't want to disrupt it. And I've been getting like fucking like indigestion and like not chronic indigestion, but
Yeah.
You okay over there, buddy?
That one hit deep.
hey yo.
Just
But yeah, I'm not that's that
Yeah, I
Taco
got
Bell
something
soda, bro.
hung
You gotta
up
be
in
careful with that.
Like went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah.
Taco Bell soda's got nothing on McDonald's Coke or Sprite.
Do they not buy the same shit from everybody?
It's not
Oh well,
that.
they don't
it's
do
not the
Sprite.
same.
They do
Or whatever
Sierra
it is.
Mist.
No.
Whatever. No, they used to do Sprite. It's
Not Taco
You know
Bell.
why?
Oh no, yeah, but McDonald's.
You know why
yeah.
McDonald's Cokes are so good? You know,
Tell us.
You tell it.
No, you tell us.
You tell it.
It's the filtration. It's the machines. See,
That's not really sad.
back in the
Look,
It's like
if
breaking news, bro.
If it's Jeff, he's going to make it sad. I'm preemptive on
You're
the sadness.
gaslighting him.
I'm going preemptive sadness for Jeff.
out of all the major fast food chains,
Yes.
McDonald's spends more money on their water filtration than any other store or chain.
Really?
And carbonation. They add more carbonation to it.
Yep, and that's
And-
why their Coke is always so much better.
And
Oh, they do. They spend the money on just more carbonated stuff,
bigger straws.
like bigger straws.
Bigger straws. So you get more carbonation in your mouth when you drink it.
Do that again.
Bigger straws.
So,
Like
But yeah, it does. I mean,
they have bigger straws.
there's a joke there I'm not going to make.
It's just the bigger.
I'm trying to clean up my act, guys. I'm not.
Are you?
Yeah,
That's good.
I don't be so
good.
fucking raunchy.
And there we go.
Well, I'm saying, whatever.
but that's true.
That's I didn't know that. I didn't really. I didn't ever pay that much attention. I guess.
Where do we hear that? I don't know where I heard that.
I don't know either. Kyle,
Sir.
will you turn that yellow towards that wall? Yeah, that's so much better.
Is that better, everybody?
Are both of us less yellow?
Sorry, folks, for having some
No, we just
technical
because
adjustments.
well, you know what happened was
No.
we reconfigured a little bit last week
Oh, I sat in your chair.
Oh, it's okay.
as you weren't here.
Yeah. Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey, it's Hefe. He's back in the house.
Hey. Oh,
That was
that was
just
the
getting
wrong-
it from
That was the
It's
wrong.
all right.
It's the wrong, but they're not labeled. I don't have
Yeah,
them labeled.
Mark's
Yeah,
McDonald's. He just uses his big straw.
Just
That one's
this
got
is
a-
my big.
It's got a teardrop on it.
Hey, can you like double ta 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 ta? Gotta get a feel for it.
So, how many sounds?
32.
32 sound effects.
32 total.
And can you access all of them, or do they have to be programmed to those buttons right there?
No, I can access all of them. There's 4 different banks of these buttons,
I got you.
so I can access all 3.
Go to the next bank. It's got the next set.
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
It is pretty
go to
awesome.
bank. Cash register.
Oh, I see.
What was
yeah.
that?
Left, right.
Yeah, because that would be enough for 36 sounds, but you said there's only 32.
He's only got 32 on there.
36. There's 36.
Oh,
there is
there
36.
There's
Oh, I knew there was 36
Well, that would
available. I just
explain
thought that
the-
you only had
the
32.
9 times
9
4.
buttons.
Yeah.
times
Well, we
4
covered
banks.
that on the last one.
Yeah.
But I just figured 32 were all that was available.
And I would
That's all you have.
I would assume that Jeff would have listened to the last episode.
Did you not listen to our episode?
You know, I'm gonna be very honest about something.
Oh, shit.
I have not listened to our full. I've got to where I don't want to. I go and listen to the highlights, but I don't go back and listen to the whole thing.
Okay.
I
I get it.
I don't know why.
If it helps.
I don't know. I
You think it helps?
I think it gets me. I think it gets me thinking too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, ooh, what we could have done different and that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, as long as it's constructive and you're not like fucking, if it's not tearing you up inside, F.A.
No, I'm not losing very much sleep.
Do you feel like
There
You
was
feel
a
like you just-
time.
it really grabs you, right?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Like I was watching a old movie.
I just want to get back to the way it was.
Like a lady walking across the field with a dog and
Yep.
going to visit her husband's grave.
For some reason, it's fall.
Yeah, leaves are falling. What kind of dog was it?
Jack Russell.
Nope.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
collie.
Oh, same. Just
Right.
one's longer haired, right?
Well, I don't know that they're the same.
There's one's just a collie's like they're the same size, right? They're small dogs. Right?
Collie was like Lassie.
Oh, that's right.
Lassie.
What's the dog I'm thinking about? What's the dog you have? What is it?
That's a Yorkie.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a dumb.
Well, I'm not.
You're
thinking
talking about
like a Schnauzer.
would you say Jack Russell?
Yeah.
Aren't they like little squirrel dogs?
Yeah, kind of.
They're like-
they're
they're-
giant Chihuahuas basically,
Yes.
but with longer snouts.
Yes. Yeah, totally different than a collie.
They're basically just mutt Chihuahuas, right? My daughter has a Jack Russell.
Yeah, they're like a. Yeah.
They're like a mutt Chihuahua, like a Chihuahua that got with some other dog, and so they're a bigger Chihuahua.
They're kind of like, yeah,
Okay,
like
easy.
Speaking of dog mating problems,
Okay.
did you see that picture?
Yeah. Does TJ not know that that's how that works?
It was stuck though.
That's what happens.
Yeah, but it wouldn't release.
Yeah, that's what happens. Have y'all never seen two dogs fuck?
Yeah, but they don't get like locked in
yeah, they do.
like forever.
Well,
No, like he's got to.
Well, yeah, until he finishes.
the swelling goes
No,
down.
I've seen them like, like east west, looking each way, and they're still
Yeah,
stuck.
it's weird, man. They like be hung up and just running around.
Yeah,
There it was.
Yeah.
There was the first hand.
What if that happened to people? You know, that sucks.
I mean, yeah, that would suck.
Honey, everybody's gonna be here for dinner. In
Oh,
10
what
minutes.
if it was like only an accomplishment if you could get stuck? I'd be like, boy, I bet you ain't never got stuck off in one yet. And if you couldn't get stuck, then you were doing it wrong.
Be a lot of people doing it wrong.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people doing it wrong anyway.
It'd be it wouldn't even believe that it was a thing. People would just like talk about it like, yeah, I did. Really? Mm-hmm. How you know?
I got
Like
stuck.
Sasquatch.
I couldn't get out.
Sure.
She held me tight. Yeah, and then how would you know she wasn't just like clenching to make you feel better? That'd be the new fake orgasm.
Yeah.
She'll like fake like you're stuck. She'll be like, oh no,
All those
you're stuck.
Kegels
Yeah, Kegels. You know that works both ways.
for guys. Yeah.
Meagles.
Male Kegels.
Yeah, Meagles.
sounds so horrible.
No, it's good for you. It's good for your pelvic
Meagles.
floor.
It's like a relation, like it's a distant cousin to like measles. Is meagles.
Okay,
I don't know if I'd make that connection, but
so back to
it's more positive than measles.
No,
TJ's dogs. I'm assuming.
they got stuck together.
I know,
He's in a
but I'm
And
saying
his
they-
are doodles?
Yeah.
Or is there a certain kind of doodle? Or
I
are they
don't
just
know.
doodle? Are all doodles that tall?
No.
So
No.
then,
There's all kinds
Those
of
are
poodles.
standards, like full size ones.
Talking about poodles.
is that
No,
where that
no,
is
those
that
are
where they derive
doodles.
from?
So
TJs are what?
Doodle.
poodle is the like
It's like
Small version of a doodle.
that's a real dog, right? It's a
Poodle
real
is
breed.
a full breed.
But
Okay.
doodles could be
Anything plus a poodle.
You got Labradoodles.
Oh,
Yorkie
Jesus!
yeah.
They letting poodles hook up with labs.
That's
Snoodle.
where you get the whole Labradoodle thing.
Schnauzer poodle.
You ain't heard of that?
That's horrific.
That's what Nitro is. It's just a snoodle.
Schnauzle.
What? Which one did you say?
Schnauzer poodle.
No, but all the
Snoodle.
doodles?
Schnoodle. There's a lot of all the doodles.
Anyway, TJ's doodles
There's
are the
tons of
most
doodles.
thug doodles you ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, they are pretty thug.
they're dirty like yard dogs.
So you think about like a golden retriever, right?
They were like some shit from Django.
That's right.
Yeah,
Easy.
just
But
saying.
all right. You
They're
look up
dirty
all
like
the
that.
doodles, Mark?
No.
Oh, so
Carry on.
speaking of like,
So easily distracted.
speaking of gangster dogs,
Yeah,
so everybody thinks about the golden retriever being like, the most docile family dog, that
Yeah,
sort of
it's
thing.
the,
They're easygoing.
yeah.
Man, I had a golden retriever that was straight up
Thuggish.
thug.
For
Yes. This thing, he did not like any other dogs. I mean, any other animal, period. He was psycho. And just didn't act like a gold. He was very loving, but man,
Yeah.
He was mean. Like, I mean, not mean, but mean to other dogs. It didn't matter how big they were. I mean, and he didn't like UPS drivers. None of that stuff, man. He'd be like just going nuts. That's crazy, though.
It's a golden retriever.
A golden retriever.
Yeah, yeah. They said Dalmatians are fucking mean.
No, they are mean.
Yeah.
They have a bad reputation.
Yeah, yeah.
We had a Labrador when I was a boy.
They can be aggressive, too.
Yeah. They're hyper as shit.
His favorite thing to do, I mean, we lived in rural West Virginia, was to chase deer. I've told that story before. Mm-hmm. He got shot through the neck.
Yeah, with an arrow.
With an arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved chasing deer.
Yeah.
I mean, it was his favorite thing to do.
I had a buddy of mine's dog got jumped. He had a lab. Or no, it was a lab mix maybe. She was fat, though. But she got jumped by 2 huskies.
Really?
Fucked her up. Yep. Neighborhood
Brought us to
huskies.
TJ's dogs.
Those huskies are...
It's just dogs in general.
No, not huskies. What are the other ones that are big and fluffy like that? Chows.
Chows.
They were chows, not huskies.
They're
Yeah.
a little shorter, little.
You ever seen a shaved chow?
No.
They look like a crunk ass pit.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
jacked. They're jacked little dogs.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. They're just
The
they're
chows?
chows, yeah.
Yeah, they got that little
Yeah,
like,
big old
lines
furry
like,
looking thing.
Yeah, they get like they're Siberian or something.
something like that.
No, maybe that's husky again.
Jeff, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Why do all the like homeless guys have dogs?
Great question.
I
saw
have
one today.
asked that forever. I want to know if you notice when you walk around in a town where there's a lot of homeless people. Our prime example,
All the time.
go to like Savannah, right?
Yep.
Tons of horrible problem there with homeless. Nashville, tons of homeless. Atlanta.
A lot of Tennessee, Chattanooga, and Cleveland. Cleveland, Tennessee has a lot of homeless.
Here's what I've noticed about not all homeless people, but it's not even okay. There's 2 parts to this. One is they always seem to have a dog.
Yeah. It's got to be for sympathy, right?
I don't know because it blows my mind because here's this guy that can't feed himself or house himself, and he's going to take on the responsibility of an animal. Like,
Does they take it on, or do they think the dog just follows it?
You think they just found each other?
they have them on leashes.
Well, yeah, once they find each other.
All
Yeah,
I'm
that's kind
saying,
of fucked up, though.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to force you to be homeless with me.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
the dog
yeah, I can't
doesn't
even be
know.
a pet. You ain't even got a house.
It's a big dog, though. I mean,
Yeah, but my point is
But they
he's
should be
not
able to,
only
like-
got to feed himself, he's got to
Right.
feed that dog.
yeah.
Yeah, but do
Feed
they just
that
let the dog...
Pet that dog.
Get up, pet that dog. Anyway,
But they-
so my point is that's
but dogs figure it out, though, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think they know they're homeless.
No, that's what I'm saying. They figure it out. So
If
if
they
he's
just
not
run off.
well, if he's on a leash, then it's a different argument. But if you're just like we're both
all right.
homeless together,
Here's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones you see, and these guys will be sitting in a park, sitting on the sidewalk. They got the dog on the leash, and here's the second part to this. This is so crazy. Homeless people's dogs always seem to be the most well behaved. They're just patiently sitting there.
Yeah.
they got time to work on.
Yeah,
it.
that's
yet-
what I was going to say. They spend 24 hours a day
Well, maybe
teaching
that's
them
it.
to mind.
But
Well, how they
Like,
get
they
them
don't have a
videos?
job.
How they getting those videos?
listen,
What
all I'm gonna
videos?
say is
How to tame a dog?
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's what they should all be doing. All homeless people should be dog
there you
tamers.
go.
dog trainers.
Dog trainers, yeah.
And listen, Linda.
I would hire a homeless dog trainer.
Stop euthanizing him. Give them to homeless people.
Give them to homeless people.
I agree.
What if they started eating dogs and they were like, "Yeah, I'm just taking pets."
It doesn't matter. The dog it still served a purpose.
Yeah, true.
But here's what I don't understand.
Of course you would say that.
Listen, is
Of course you would say that.
these homeless people have
It's fine.
It's not fine. It's disgusting.
they have the most well behaved dogs, but yet
as long as
you-
they're calicos, then
if you walk to the park, I feel like I'm
Dogs
having a
get
one man
like-
conversation.
No, no,
over
no,
here.
You're
we're
not.
listening.
We're just having a sidebar conversation to your.
I'm just going to talk right here to the camera.
we're
Listen,
piggybacking. Yeah, we're talking to the people.
and this
anyways.
goes to you, Linda, who has the Chihuahua on a leash in the park, and you cannot control him. Take after the homeless guy.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. Something happened to your camera.
Doesn't matter. They heard it.
Oh, you know another great feature of this? Okay, you ready? Keep talking.
Okay.
Can you hear yourself? Keep talking.
Yes.
Okay. No one hears you right now.
Oh.
Kyle
hear
and I hear you.
Oh, but the people
But
don't
watch.
hear you.
Jeff doesn't exist right now. Can see him.
A sign language.
Speaking of that,
We can hear him, but
yeah.
we can't see him.
Oh, that's weird.
Isn't it?
That's weird.
All right.
that the people couldn't hear him.
Ready?
Jeff, don't say that about. Oh, there he is.
Hey, he's back. Look.
Oh, we could just insert anything. Like, Jeff, I can't believe you said that. And then just make up anything.
Still make more sense than Biden.
Dude, I saw a video where it looked like he shit himself on stage. There's a lot of that going around. The toddler comparisons to Biden right now, where the toddler poop stance is like we were spending time with Jocelyn this past week, and she's a year and a half. Right?
Yeah, I saw her. She's cute.
She's cute as a button, smart as a whip, just cute. Awesome little girl. So she was like running around. All of a sudden, she just stops. Her feet are like slightly bigger than shoulder width apart, and she like squats just a little bit, and she just gets this look on her. She just like looks at you right in your eye, like, Jocelyn, are you pooping?
You taking a poop?
And that's exactly what Biden's doing, awesome. Right? Like, he did this shuffle where he was. It's the old man shuffle anyway that he's got, like the nursing home shuffle. He just has a suit on instead of.
It's so blatant. Pajamas. Sometimes it feels like it's an act.
It's so weird. It's like not. It can't be.
It's so bad that you're like, this has to be an act.
He's so good at it. It's terrible. It's got to be natural. So anyway, he was shuffling off from a press conference, and they like shouted at him. As they always do, right? Questions.
Joe!
Yeah, like, Joe, what do you think about Trump's conviction? And he stops mid like shuffle. He's going shuffle. And he stops. And he like grins like this big Cheshire cat grin, and he just like turns to the camera, and all the press corps in there, and he's just like,
and then he just turns and walks off. What the fuck?
And he just turns and shuffles.
When he walked off the second time, he kind of like.
He didn't
even know where his arm was.
I'm not super either or, but how does anyone not admit that there is a problem?
Oh, they know there's a problem.
The memes for
this is just messed up.
It's fantastic.
It's just wrong at this point.
He had the White House doctor said that he had a memory problem and that he was declining in his health.
Well, apparently he had something where like he was failing to like brief. I don't know, like a table of people of some sort, some military and some other, like he was having to do like do a briefing with them, and like he was like failed to even keep up with it. He couldn't be at the table. And if he is shitting himself, then he's wearing a diaper.
The funniest thing, one of the funniest things, there were several little like memes. Somebody overlaid like those old 70s shows where they like play deadpan to the camera. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're like, like wink, wink. I know, break the fourth wall kind of stuff.
Like,
and then like an overlay comes across.
Yeah.
So they did that scene and then like cheesy 70s music, and it says, and Joe Biden as Papa Joe. And he's like,
I love it.
It is like, okay.
Guy's an idiot.
Like, I don't know.
I feel like he's a tell-all book just waiting to happen.
I don't know. I don't know. I get it. Okay, I get Democrats. I get Republicans. I can understand, having different ideologies. I can understand all that.
Sure.
I can't understand how you can, with a straight face, say that Biden is the best that the Democrats have to offer. Like, Greg.
Why are we doing it?
Well, I think
Doc on Facebook.
Yes.
Doc's very Democratic.
Yes.
Okay, Greg. Very Democratic. I get it. I respect him for it. It's his beliefs, and he loves to engage with people online, which I don't. He'll like dive into it.
Oh yeah, no, he'll invite it,
and
but he does it in an intelligent way, and he draws in all the dumb people from other parties.
Yeah, all the idiots
that make them look stupid. They look so dumb.
They do, and it's always bad. But I would love
the smart people out of the Republican Party end up. Like they look so dumb because of these kind of people. Yes. Like the people that Doc will just go back and forth with. Yeah, I don't know how he does it, but he draws them out. He draws out the dummies.
Well,
it's hilarious.
Those and then just so happens to be fake black belts too at the same time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
really. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that probably makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're being sold, right? They're just used to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway,
you can listen to anything.
I would love to hear Doc explain to me why Biden is the best choice the Democrats have to offer. I just would love to hear that take.
See, I think that when Doc's not busy defending the party, I think he'll give you a real answer.
No, that's what I mean. I would love to have an
but
actual
he defends the
conversation. Yes,
I think I have an answer.
Well, he not. So what? This is what so many of them find it's so easy to do. They don't argue for their party. They just argue against Trump.
Right.
Trump's made it so easy to argue against him.
Right.
To take just the opposing. So in that argument, you don't even have to argue your side. You just argue against their side.
Yeah, it's the whole I don't have to be right if I'm just not wrong.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But but going back to why
if you're wrong, it doesn't matter if I'm right or not.
As to why he may be the best candidate, I don't think that is so much about him in general. I think that what Biden represents to the Democratic Party is a winning ticket to continue holding power. Whether it was Biden or whether it was, Joe Blow, it doesn't matter. But they know that based on name recognition and being an incumbent president, that by far is the best option they have. Because they really don't have probably that many people that I would say are really qualified.
So let's think about who ran against Biden 4 years ago on the Democratic side. Hillary Clinton. Bernie Sanders. Mm-hmm. Right? Who's
Why just would they run Bernie back?
Because he's crazy.
He's an idiot.
He's crazy.
But look at what they're doing.
And he looks older than Biden looks.
True.
Like he looks older.
No, at least carry on a conversation.
What they need is
he's crazy when he talks.
No, what they need, and I've said this for both of them, if they get a conservative Democrat or a more progressive Republican,
right? That's a good point.
That would just be able to.
Well, they had one, and then they ran her out of the party, and that's Tulsi.
That's
right. They ran her out of the party
for Hillary.
For Hillary.
She was pressing hard and was probably going to beat the shit out of Hillary.
For the Clintons.
She wasn't going to be able to debate her. And they made her a Russian plant. They called her was she still in the army?
She's top secret Air Force, I think.
Oh, was she still? Anyway, she's military. That's treasonous.
Yeah.
They basically accused her of treason.
Yeah, absolutely.
You go to prison for that.
Yeah.
Like, that was a huge allegation. And they called her a Russian plant, and it stuck enough to get her, and then just drove her the fuck out.
And then drove her crazy, and she's like, no,
with a bunch of
you guys,
stuff.
I'm going out.
That's what you're going to have.
Yeah, well...
unless you just get lucky.
I think you do have that, but he's running independent. I think you're getting the best of both worlds in RFK.
Hold on. Here's your thing I did a little research on RFK.
Right.
Just about the only thing, really, if you look at it, that he leans more conservative on, is like military and things like that. But if you go look at a lot of he's very, very, very liberal. Very liberal.
Well, he has. That's what I said. Both parties.
I agree. I'm just saying he is opposed to some very, very
military,
popular
border
topics.
Military, border, drug policy, all those things. He's not very left wing. Left leaning at all.
Let's see. I like him.
Now his economics.
Well, and he's also
are going to attack big corporations. He sued so many of them. But he sued every other agency in the government too. Like he's sued the EP. Like he's just about sued all of them.
Yeah.
Like since whatever the 70s or some shit.
Right.
He's but he's sued a bunch of companies too, like big companies, especially about environmental. But he's in the middle there too. He's not super. We have to go super green. And he's very realistic and practical in his approach and pretty much most things. And if I know for a fact we're never going to find anybody that's even 80% of what we probably really need.
What, how is he related to like John F. Kennedy, or is he?
Yes.
John F. Kennedy was his uncle. No,
okay.
It was Dad's brother.
Kennedy that got shot in the car was his uncle. And then John F. Kennedy got shot on stage as his dad. He was there. He's 14 years old when that happened.
Okay.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
He was there when that happened?
Yep. 14.
Wow.
And how much Secret Service protection does he have right now?
0. We have a member here. No, I can't say all that. Never mind. I don't think I can. I probably just won't.
Yeah.
But no, won't let him on that. And I signed a petition the other day for RFK.
To get him on the debates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd love to see him
because
on the
debates.
They're
not trying to put him on. Yeah, I would love to see him debate these guys.
Yeah.
And
he would be trouble for both of them.
Social media, I love his position. Like all of it.
Yeah. Moderators would just moderate him out of the debate.
At least he'd have a shot at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
because it would, I don't know. But I think, well, yeah, it's a fact. Trump, I don't know that Trump would, I don't think he wants him there, but he would have him there. Biden doesn't want it. Yeah, Biden doesn't want him.
Yeah, Biden doesn't want to do this at all. I think somebody's making him do it.
It says right here that he's not a fan. He was not a fan of Trump putting up the border wall. I thought that was interesting.
Economically, I wasn't necessarily for it right away.
But then he later said that physical barriers are necessary in some areas of high density populations.
You got to also see wherever you're getting your information too.
Let me look. It's called Screw You MP3, Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Great segue. What the hell does that mean? Mark?
It's the only thing that comes to mind. And I want to know.
All you had to do is read the bottom of the page and see where your source was.
Yeah, like what's
it fuckstick.com or what
website?
News.
Kill the. Never mind.
MSNBC.
Was it Fox?
CNN.
News Nation. I don't
Red
know.
News
Fox.
Nation. News Nation.
Yeah.
Is that?
I don't know. I don't know about them.
I have no idea who that is.
So, all right. So no one listening or watching has any idea what you guys are talking about.
Sorry. Did I spill it? Did I ruin something?
What am I? I'm talking about. They know about Kennedy?
No, the Screw You Kyle MP3.
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but where are you? What are you referring to?
I'm talking. Jeff's referring to it. I haven't referred to anything.
What are you referring to, Jeff?
I don't know. I don't think. I don't.
I'm legit asking to try to get you guys to tell him.
It says Screw Kyle MP3.
Okay. So thank you. So for those of you that are listening or watching, we have a shared note between all three of us.
I need something to write on.
Like just.
We ain't got nothing.
You got something? Wait, that's not.
I'm just making you feel better. Settle down, boys. Settle down.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Down.
We're back.
It's the Rev Hour here on CRJ.
You need a way to fade that.
Are those what you call like hymns?
It's
kind of like hymns?
just a choir.
What are
heavenly
with some hymns?
Heavenly choir.
Sing one, Mark.
I don't sing at all. I don't even like
I
that.
could name some.
Yeah.
No, I can't. It's terrible.
You don't know some hymns? I know hymns.
I mean, I know hymns like, yeah, that.
Do you know theys? Yeah, I might get that one.
Just as I am.
Hymns. Theys.
Amazing Grace. Oh, I do. I get it now.
Because he lives.
They don't know how to identify as hymns anymore.
Yeah,
they identify as theys. So sacrilegious.
Amazing Grace is. I'm sorry. I'm trying to clean it up. I couldn't help it. It was a good one.
Yeah, it was good. It took me a second. I wasn't there. So
anyway, the people listening, y'all got it.
Yeah, y'all got it. So we have a shared note where we put just random podcast topics on. Just so when we have a thought, we throw it on there, and then sometimes gets worked into the show, sometimes it doesn't, and it's just this running note. And as things get worked in, we delete that part off the shared note.
Right.
So on the shared note, I use it also as a place just to keep things that I want to not forget about the podcast. So I put on the shared note, like as we're doing our podcast and the title to the podcast comes to me, I'll jot that down in the note so I know where to go.
This is all about high secret behind the curtain.
Top secret
stuff,
behind the curtain. Like we should be making you guys pay.
We don't let everybody know this.
Yeah, we should be making. If
you want to hear the rest of the story, go to our Patreon right now.
Donate $10.
Subscribe to our OnlyFans. And we will release the rest of this.
There'll be titties on there. They're just not ours.
They're Jeff's.
He doesn't know we have them, but we have them.
That's also on the shared
There's
note.
one that looks like Jeff's taking a piss.
Hey,
it's also
I've seen worse. I've seen worse titties.
Also on the shared note is pictures of Jeff's titties, just in case he gets out of line.
Don't you forget. We got these.
We'll release the titties.
Release them.
So,
show them to me. No, go ahead.
Let me see them titties.
Your little pew, 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 pew after that. Wow, that wasn't shots. I guess I did pew it.
You did pew me.
Sorry, you're so lucky I'm not on the soundboard.
I know you would
I'd be
all over
overdoing
the
it all
place.
the time.
So anyway, one of the notes that are on there is a note that says "Screw you, Kyle." MP3.
Yeah, I don't know where this is coming from, bro.
Just one.
Screw you, Kyle. MP3.
MP3.
Yeah, and what it is, I will tell you. What are you guys doing right now? What is happening?
I'm listening to you.
Bam Bam over here can't pull paper out.
Bam, bam. That's shots fired. He's gonna rip the whole notebook in half.
There, that's the best way
I've
to do it.
never had such a hard time getting one piece of paper.
And
help
it's still not even right.
All right.
So, anyways, this count.
We all have our own damn composition books, okay?
Yeah, we do.
Get your own
I
doodler.
don't know where mine is.
Our that specific thing came from one of our listeners. Shout out to Connor Barnes.
Connor.
Connor is the praise and worship pastor at Catalyst.
Okay.
He listens regularly. And
Okay.
I was at we were at
So he's local.
he is local. Yeah.
Careful, Connor.
Yeah, he is local. Yeah, you got to come visit. You have to come see Connor.
Come check him out. I
And,
don't know what he thinks about my MP3 or his MP3 or whoever's MP3 is going on over here.
and he gave me an ingenious idea for a soundboard. And it doesn't specifically say screw you,
Oh,
Kyle.
you son of a bitch. You sure it doesn't?
It doesn't say screw you,
It
Kyle.
isn't Cartman or somebody?
What? Who's Cartman?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I feel like a South Park joke's about to happen.
South Park
And then, is it Carter, is it?
I don't. Connor.
Connor.
Yeah,
He's Carter from now on if this is South Park.
It's not. I don't have anything. Well, I don't know what you're talking
I've
about.
heard that joke for so many years. The screw you,
Why is he
Kyle
getting
joke.
so aggressive? Why are you
know.
getting so aggressive? Hey, here we go. Here, settle you down. Settle him down.
It does just bring me right back. It really does.
Settle him down.
I feel like every old woman that was an influence in my life just puts their hands on me.
Just gives you a nice hug,
Sorry. Yes,
pulls you
ma'am.
in tight.
Yes, ma'am. All right. So the suspense is killing me. What the fuck is this?
I don't know. Okay, it's an idea for a sound, and I don't have it yet, so we can't do anything with it.
Oh.
Can't do anything with it. He's supposed to follow up with me.
Well, that was a bit of a cock tease, isn't it, Connor?
Well, you guys asked. I wasn't going to bring it up.
I didn't ask. He asked.
He asked, and then you co-signed on it.
Well, I mean,
Well, we were in there. I mean, might as well start swimming.
so we really don't know. We really don't have an
don't
answer.
know. Not
we really
yet.
don't have an answer.
TBD.
It better be good. Carson.
No.
Connor.
Yes.
Is it really?
Connor.
All right, Connor. It's good.
Hey,
We
hey,
cool.
steel trap
I got you.
most of the time.
Butterfly
trap, all
guard.
right.
Butterfly guard.
It is a trap.
Butterfly guard.
Butterfly guard.
What about it?
Just saying, still trap, except for your
So,
butterfly guard.
You go under, hook your feet,
Well, it's
Hold
one
on.
thing to talk about. It's another thing to like make it work with your body.
and you shift and put this one foot under the thigh, and you can put your left knee in the back of their heel, and you
What are we explaining right
He's
now?
explaining butterfly guard.
trying to get
'cause
to the butterfly guard.
I'm trying to verbally get to
I'm
it.
trying-
What, don't
Why
shush
is,
me.
why is your heel and knee? Why
No,
is
your knee, your left knee, like your down knee. Then you say like you post that against their when you're doing the like when you go to lift and you kill the post, right? And you're pulling them down.
Blue Belt Jeff, ladies and gentlemen, right here live on CRJ.
I'm going through what we did Monday night. I'm like
Blue Belt
trying
Jeff.
to
strap.
Yeah, steel trap.
Well,
Blue Belt
Okay,
Jeff.
again, okay, all right.
So anyway,
I'll stand corrected.
I'm
You're a locked vault.
not trying to.
You're a locked vault.
Okay,
That was what you were proving.
this is that's what I saw. I'm not saying it was right, but it's just what I remember thinking. All right, that's what he did.
Steel trap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What you called it.
because he like kick, pull at the same time with this leg, and I thought for some reason your bottom knee, like you were to aim it at the back, like the back of their foot or something. I don't know where I got that from.
No, we're going
Bottom-
to drive our toes into the mat as we lift our hook.
Yeah,
You're thinking half guard.
I don't know what I'm thinking, but anyway,
To like single leg X or something.
steel trap, folks.
So,
Way to tie it in there,
so
buddy.
in that steel trap, Jeff, Did you save space for that other fantastic thing that happened to you Monday night?
He's talking about the big straw.
Big straw.
I just fucked him up there. I just fucked him up. I'm sorry.
Still trapped here.
Well, I had so many good things happen Monday.
It was. You said it was the best thing.
Podcast strike for that.
The absolute best thing that ever could have happened.
That's not exactly how I said it. You talk about my compliment?
Yeah.
That?
It made you so happy.
I don't want to misquote you here. Okay.
You haven't quoted.
Yeah, I said it made my day. I did say that.
You said it made you gay?
So I'm scrolling back through
Definitely not.
where Jeff was flipping us off, and
Gay just means happy.
I'm always happy.
Gay.
said that he shouldn't really tell us anything.
Right?
All right, you told us.
Because y'all are
that.
making fun of me already.
Don't be sarcastic. I got a compliment. Made my day. Ain't gonna lie.
Wait, did he text that?
I just said I said that.
Boys, I got a compliment.
I did. I got a compliment today.
Made my day. Ain't
made my
gonna
day.
lie. And I reply with, made my heart warm because I was standing there and I heard it. Okay, I heard it. So I said, made my heart warm. And Jeff comes back immediately. Don't be sarcastic.
Okay. Is it really that big of a stretch that I assume that when you two say something,
Jeff's kind of like our blue belt kid that flinches every time we pick our hand up.
Yeah.
Like he kind of flinches every time we pick our hand up.
Yeah. I mean, y'all go to shake my hand. I'm like, tap. Oh, I'm here. Sorry. Hey, how's it going?
My bad. Sorry. I've been training a lot.
Reaction.
He said, I really shouldn't tell y'all anything.
I know, because y'all
Hey, is that the way you really feel about us, Jeff?
sometimes it's
Really?
No.
Okay.
It's just when you're trying to be yourself and you're just trying to find your place, and sometimes all you want to do is just tell a story as you saw it.
Yes, Lord.
And you're two guys in your life that you consider friends.
Talk about it.
They just keep shitting on your story over and over. And they never take you serious. No matter what you say, they're always going to find fault. So you know what you do, folks? You just turn your toughen up dial up a notch. And you keep one foot in front of the other.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Would you like me to go through the rest of this conversation?
I didn't know how you felt about all that.
Would you like me to share some of the rest of this conversation with the team?
Is that where that's where we're at?
Don't forget that I still didn't hear why y'all think dogs act better with homeless people.
I told you.
Well, you said they're with them all the time.
Yeah. They have all the time in the world to
Okay.
work with them.
And I just came up with a solution. I didn't really have a why I think.
Okay. I was making sure. I didn't know if we closed that.
I don't think we
closed the
completely
loop.
closed it. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like locked. It definitely wasn't like steel trap locked.
That's true. That's true.
But it was
heartwarming.
No, it was closed up. But I think a lot of the reason, the why behind it is, I think they just want to tug on the heartstrings of people so they'll get more money. I bet somebody, one of those guys, have figured out they get more money when they have a dog, and so they all started getting dogs.
Kind of like the people that bring their kids out there.
Yep, absolutely.
Man, now those some bitches, I'm going to tell you what.
Yeah,
I called one of them out one day.
Yeah.
There's some like Indian family, and they claim not to like speak English and all this kind of stuff. It was in August in Douglasville at Walmart. I'm talking 100 degrees. It was nasty. And this lady's out there.
Pavement.
And she's out there. She got a little umbrella, and she's got like a 6-month-old in a carrier, another little like 2 or 3 year old. These kids are sweating. They don't have anything to drink. I mean, it literally made me want. Make you want to like call.
You're low on the compassion scale.
I'm low on compassion unless
Like
it comes
0.
unless it's children.
the lowest.
Unless it's children.
Okay.
And so I felt so bad for these kids. I went into Walmart. I went there and bought like 2 or 3 bottles of water, and I took them back out there.
So you spent $5.
Yeah, and gave them some water. It doesn't matter how much I spent.
Why didn't you get them a gallon?
I was just getting it for the kids. I didn't care about the parent at that point. I was so mad.
Kids can drink a gallon.
And
I feel like you
so here's where it gets really bad.
And some ice and
I know they're frauds, right?
yeah.
And so I had a little time to kill, and I just
beat the shit out of them.
I set my truck and watched, and they're claim they're homeless and don't have a car and don't have a place to stay and blah.
You stalked this family?
I just sat. Nope, I didn't stalk. I just sat in my car.
Whoa, definition of
I
stalk.
sat in my car out that was already there at Walmart, and I just waited. I didn't follow him anywhere. I just sat there and waited. And sure enough,
damn it, I fucked up the story because I bet you he did follow him, and now he's not going to tell us because I said he was stalking him.
After about 45 minutes or so, she walks over to this car that's running with the windows up with air on. Okay, and it's the man. You know,
oh, piece of shit.
The man, it's the husband, and he's got her out there.
Stalked him, bro.
Oh man, I walked right up to his window and I just went,
oh no shit.
Oh, right on his window. And he like rolled his window down, and I told him, I said, you're a piece of shit. And I said, what you're doing out here? I said, this is a hustle. And I said, you're exploiting and using your family. I said, you need your ass beat. And he was just like, blah, blah. He couldn't hear me.
He tried to sell you a chain.
He tried to act like he couldn't understand what I was saying. But I mean, I hate that crap, dude. I mean, people like that.
Yeah, there's a.
I could drag that some bitch behind a car.
It's ironic. We're talking about literally the same family I've seen from everywhere to the corner of Burwell and 16. I've seen them there. I've seen them in Bremen. Well, I saw them in Bremen today, but I've seen them in Temple, and I've even seen them as far as somewhere up towards Paulding. But it's the same two. I don't even know if they're actually a couple
and
or
they
if they're
have
brother and
kids?
sister. They're too young.
Okay.
A male and a female, and they're pretty young, but they have two or three other little young kids with them.
Okay, is that not child abuse?
It's got to be close.
I mean, when it's August
hot,
and 100 degrees,
yeah.
like
And
if
you
you
gotta-
can get in trouble for having a kid in a hot car,
And you're making them stand out there to satisfy your lazy ass?
it's not like you're like, I have to get to a destination.
Yeah, you're
I have
not
to walk
walking-
to
that's
somewhere or
right.
something like that. Like, it's a little different.
Man, it just...
Especially if they don't have any water out there for them or nothing.
Right. Well,
it's pissed me off
but
so bad.
that same one, that same little group, I guess their family, Bremen PD had them over at the Walmart here close to town.
I have... No, go ahead.
Did you guys see? Have you seen the people begging around Carrollton that like plays the violin or the sax?
You know,
Have you seen
I'll
those
give you some
guys?
shit if you.
Oh no,
that's
no,
kinda
no.
fucked
Wait,
up.
no. Yeah, they're
I haven't
like,
seen it in Carrollton.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. I've seen it at Carrollton Walmart. I've seen it right outside Target. There's one.
Last
with a
one I saw was
violin.
at a Whole Foods in
A
Cobb.
like Hispanic guy, younger Hispanic kid. It's not actually playing. He's faking. Yeah, it's playing through. He'll play through like little bits and pieces of like pop songs.
No,
Like, oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, let's give him someone. No, he's fake. He's faking.
Oh, he's got a speaker.
Yeah.
Why do you need a speaker if you got a violin?
Because
It makes it like an electric one?
Yeah, it's an electric one.
So what happened? Somebody that actually knew how to play?
No, I can tell.
Oh, I was gonna,
Yeah, you can tell.
Be awesome if you got like called out by a violinist or something.
Yeah, I can't play violin, but I mean, I like it.
Well, you
if
gotta take your bass
If you
out
understand music enough, and any bit at all, you would pick up on it too if you watched it very long, Jeff. Just understanding music. Now, if you're not paying attention, you're just like seeing him walking by. Yeah, you're trying to go. You're like, oh, that's a really cool violin, but it's violin. You hear the violin.
This is in Carrollton?
Yeah,
That's
been
crazy.
But there's no kids involved.
I don't know. He looks like a teenager. So I'm sure mom's standing right around. I'm sure mom or dad's in a car somewhere pimping their kid out.
Going back
that's a different thing.
Going back to this family that was doing this to these kids, I've seen more than one family, like even in Douglasville.
Oh, I'm sure.
But this was years ago. But I have absolutely no compassion whatsoever for a guy like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's basically going to pimp his family.
I
out.
mean,
Yeah.
dude, you're scum of the earth to me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Like it's
even-
definitely
I don't know.
like you can't have you can't have so God forbid, not that I run a sweatshop, but God forbid you have a business or people have a restaurant or a convenience store or something like that, and they have to worry about getting in trouble for your kid working at your business.
Right.
But that kind of stuff's okay.
Yeah.
And really ultimately, and I'll tap out with this, like what's really messed up about it, and it's kind of universal across the board in a few different areas. those people, like, there are people out there that really need help, and there's really people out that could use a couple bucks, you know, or water or some food or something like that. And it's people out there that are scamming and hustling and all that are fucking, like, they're messing that all that up. But part of it is like a lifestyle thing. Like, some people are just going to choose that, and then that kind of a hustle is part of it. They're just going to hustle no matter what.
Yep.
Because ultimately, you probably could just do something about it. I mean, you can tell the people that are just mentally not there.
Yes.
Like, you can definitely tell that. And you can tell the ones that it's an act.
Yeah.
And usually you don't see the same person all the time. If it's not an act, if I see you more than once, like there's one dude that walks around Carrollton that got Stephanie. He has the same story for like 6-7 years.
I think there are, this is terrible, but I don't think there's any reason. I think if you're homeless in America, it is your own fault. I don't think for a minute. And it doesn't matter if you say, well, what if they got a mental issue? Well, we got institutions that'll take you in, and you know that'll care
some
for
of those institutions, though, I'd rather be homeless.
My point is, I'm saying if they have if they have like a mental problem,
Right.
But if you go back to the root problem, it's not, you know, what if they're an alcoholic? Well, then you made bad choices. And what if they're a druggie? Well, you made bad choices. I just think that if you're homeless in America, a lot of that's because of your own doings and bad decisions.
Well, I think a lot it is a choice. Like I said, I think it's a lifestyle choice for a lot of people. Like, you take people in Cali who choose to do the Skid Row thing.
Oregon,
and they can do everything on the street. Like, they can't be kicked out.
They ought to go down the streets of Portland with a bulldozer and just give them a 30-minute heads up that says, "Hey, look, you got 30 minutes to get your ass out of your tent because we're coming down through the D9."
Cali did it as long as the right person comes to town.
And I just push that shit up in a pile and burn it and be like, "Listen, we got hand wipes and job applications. Come get them."
Yeah. I don't know. There's no good answer.
By the way, that was my
it.
tap out.
I'm going to tap out to, I think Jeff's idea of stalking is different than my idea of stalking.
Really?
Yeah.
You think I was stalking?
You're stalky-ish.
I just sat in my car and watched. I didn't follow them. My car was already there.
Okay.
I just sat across from her house and watched.
No,
I didn't follow her nowhere.
I was in a public parking lot.
I'm not talking about you. I was just speaking generally.
I'm just saying ish.
For example, I didn't go follow the kid home. I just watched him from a distance.
I just knew where he was going to be and sat there and waited on him.
See, now you're talking about minors. This had nothing to do with the minor. This was
You're talking about there was 2 minors there.
Parents were there.
Guys, we love you. We love you. All in good fun. We'll end it with a
Peace, ladies and gentlemen.
you guys feel better. Have a great